Tinkerbell. It's very nice to meet you.
Well, that might be Tinkerbell. She might be Tinkerbell, but I'm that brown bat. And here we are in an unmodded assets file, and that's because there are viewers of mine that don't have access to the PC, so they don't play mods, and that's fine. And sometimes what I like to do is show that you don't have to have mods in order to be awesome. You can do things without mods. So I believe this is a 32 by 32 by 3, or is it by 6? Let's measure this. This is a 3 by 3 by 6, or 6 by 3 by 3, however you want to label it. So I want 36 surface area, 36 by 36 surface area. So that's 12. So this will be 24 by 24. This is a 24 by 24 piece. So what we need now is to extend this out 12 more. So I believe this is 12. So 12 and 24 is what? 36. So this will give us our 36 by 36 square. And let's theme it to, we want Spider-Man. And I don't know if I have him in the disc. I'll have to make sure I get that in. Spider-Man can, because he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Alright. Why are we using Spider-Man? Because it's all asphalt. Now, what we could do is once we get everything situated here, we could just bypass this and use the roads, which are 4 wide. But I want to put sidewalk in here. So that'll essentially make the road 3, you'll see when we get to it. So what we're doing, just like in the description, if I put it in the description, I might, maybe I just forego the description. But we want to go to building set 3, and we're not going to use these. We could, but not for the aesthetic we're going with. We're going to use a town set that I think a while back I swore that I would never use these buildings. Hence why I got into the mods and said, this is going to be awesome. And I'll never have to use these things again because I couldn't figure out how to get these things to look right. I used them a while back in a build that I did called Alley Valley. It was kind of based on Harry Potter, but looking at the two, there's very little similarity, but you're going to see that this looks really good. So what you want to do first is just line the perimeter with these. Don't worry about what it looks like right now. When we get 2 hours, 3 hours into this, it's gonna make a big difference. Because the trick is, of course, to make everything not look the same. And doing this, of course, everything's going to look the same, you would think. But also keep in mind when I'm turning these, the one on the corner is of course not going to be able to be seen, but as far as windows or doors, unless you go on the outskirts of town in an 8-room farmhouse, baby. All right, so once we have that, we want to count out 8 blocks to the center. So 8 blocks from here. So each of these is a 2 by 2. So if we go 2, 4, 6, 8 from there, 2, 4, 6, 8, and we're going to build a square. And then we're just going to, for now, we're going to delete this much. And of course, you want the houses pretty much to face out. So this will be the street, essentially. So what do we have? We should have 8, 2, 4, 6. Nope, I got to go back in 1. I'll show you why in a bit, while we need 8 in between. 2, 4, 6, 8. Turn the corner. Now, since everything's on a square, it's going to be totally even length and width. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right. All right. So what do I get? 8. So counting the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn the corner. And this will get that going. Now, just for giggles, fill in the entire part of this. You might have an easier way once you do this 1,000 times, but for now, I'm just going to fill all this in. We'll address the situation later. What we're going to do later is cut these pieces out to make an alley going through this center block. And I think, and I could be wrong, I think this would be the easiest way to do it. Next is each of these corners right here, all right? On the inner part, we're gonna build out like that, okay? You don't necessarily need it to go all the way around. Just do this and we'll take care of it later, the rest of it later. I thought something looked off. There. Like, what? So right now everything looks symmetrical. Okay? And I'm a symmetry kind of guy, but if you symmetry isn't always the key. Not always. Because if we have everything symmetrical here, it will not look like what we want it to look like. All right, so next things next, and first things first, or second things second, is what we're going to do. Here's the concept. Some of these are going to be out, and some of them are going to be in. So you're going to create pockets, but it's going to be random. It doesn't have to be one, skip one, skip one. So like here, one, we'll extrude out 2 and have 1. How about extrude out 2? Now keep in mind right here in the pockets, we're going to keep these pockets. We want a pocket. So if you get to a point where it looks like it's too congested, just move stuff around before you get too far in. Okay? So we want to go like there, skip this. Doesn't have to be exact. This is not an exact science. What you're doing is random, and the only stipulations we have is the corners stick out and you don't make everything even. The corners stick out, you don't make everything even, and then you have to have room for the pockets and the outer corners. Other than that, everything else is going to be good to go. And don't worry about if all the corners. Now I've done it where I've had the corners differ, but right now this is how it's coming to me. As I progress, I might change. I might say, oh, this will look better as we go along, and that's fine. So right here I'm going to have 3, pocket of 3, and I'm going to go maybe like that. Okay, are we good here? Maybe put another one here. Now the inner part. And how about we have 2 like that? Stick one of you right there. 1, skip 1, put 1 like that. Okay, now I said we'd come back to this. What we want to do is make a path somewhere between here and connect each of the 4 sides. So what I'm going to do is cut out a path. Now what we want, and if we don't have it already, if you didn't have it already, you can always put it in there because we're still early in the game. You want the alleyway entrance to be between 2 of the building pieces that extrude out. And also, because you want to stagger things, you want to avoid making that an even cross. Okay, so we can go you know, just zigzaggy, right? All right, so now here, the entrance now is not, like I said, in between two extruded buildings. So now it is. And I can get rid of that, make it like that. And if I have to put that one back in there, that's okay. That's okay. All right, so now, do we want to go straight out here, or do we want to turn around? Let's see. How's that going to connect? And go up, over, over, up, just like that. Okay. See what I did? All right. And no set pattern. So now the pockets are going to be townhouses a la New York, I guess. I don't know. London? I don't know. So this is how we're going to do that with the townhouses. They're all townhouses, but like that. Now, not every single one of these needs to be raised up like that, but most of them will be. Particularly the corners. Typically, I don't do that for the corners because what happens is it's a tight spot to begin with on the corners. So putting a staircase is going to make, like here, I mean, I'll do it here, but I won't typically do it for the other ones. So putting a staircase in here is going to make it, well, you can put two of them in here like that, but it's going to make it harder to maneuver around in there. Yeah, so see how close that is. You don't typically want to have that like that, but this might be the only corner that I have a staircase in. Just because I think it looks better, and it might look better with this being the one with the stairs. Oh, let's see. Yeah, see, it's, I mean, you can do that, but it's, the whole thing's congested as it is. You know what I mean? But this way, yeah, let's do that. We'll do that. Okay, now, before you forget, get yourself a save or an autosave, however you want to do it. Probably a short video, but this is established our perimeter, and we're going to go into some more detail next time, a lot of detail. And a lot of it's going to be the same over and over and over again. But there's tricks to doing the same over and over again to make the same look different. And as you progress, you know, we'll go into what makes it different and why it's different. Just to maybe give you a little clue, I guess, to one of the things that we're going to be doing next time, a lot of, is see where that comes out. That looks, it makes a big difference doing that. Then putting these on each side, and already that's a game changer. Just this building right here, it just made it look awesome. Yeah, it's not symmetrical. You don't want to put stairs all around like that because then it looks stupid. So you do need something in that gap. We'll get to that. We'll do that in the last step. So we have lampposts and we have trees that we stick in there. So in the next time, we're going to do a lot of this, building up and building out. So until next time, remember to keep on modding, keep on... Oh, this is not a mod video. My apologies. Just keep on building.